welcome back to the kitchen. It's Suze, and today I'm going to show you how to use your food processor to make it a little bit easier. And they're all different. I prefer to use a Cuisinart because that's what I'm most comfortable with. Bought my first one in the 1970s and made breadcrumbs for a year because I was so intimidated by using this. Then I finally worked up my courage and started making more sophisticated things. And then I realized that Cuisinart, which was originally owned by a French company called Robot, at that time in the 70s was probably the most advanced. So I went out on a limb and bought one for $300. Oh my God, that was a fortune in the 70s. If you could buy a car for that. But I chose to buy that. So I bought the Cuisinart, which is, I've had many of these before, and I usually end up giving them to my kids or grandkids because they love them, and then that gives me a new one. So today I'm going to show you what I do with some of the pieces of them to make your life simpler. And the best way of getting over your fear of using one of these is every time you go to pick up a knife, don't use the knife. Use this. Think of this as an automatic knife. Now my knives are another show, and we will go into knives because knives are so important. It's your work tools, and they're very expensive, and like I said, we'll go into them later. These are biggies. This is the biggie. This is the big Mamu. This is the 12-incher. And let's talk about the work bowl. The work bowl here is heavy-duty plastic. The motor is pretty fast, it's very speedy, and it's very efficient. The one piece I use the most is this. It's called a stainless knife, and the knife is extremely, extremely sharp. I cut myself and had stitches one time because I was not watching what I was doing, but it taught me a lesson, and it taught me the trick I'm going to show you that you can do. So you take when you're done using the bowl and you clean it out, you take your finger right here, your index finger on your opposite hand, and put it inside where the hole is, holding the blade down, and it will hold in stable place. And then you can empty the work bowl, the sauces or whatever you've made, and it won't fall out and it won't cut your hand. You won't get injured. This is probably one of the best tricks that I've ever I think, I don't know if I invented it, but somebody must have done it at one point or another. But when I did it, I thought I was a genius. I'm not, but I just love to cook. So not using the metal blade, which is a good idea. There's other things it comes with, but I don't use them as often. One of them is here, which is the hub, which is you just push this thing down and turn it, and then this goes in here, and then you've got another lid that goes on top, and what this does is it's a shredder. So I can shred like cheese or zucchini. I make zucchini patties, which are Italian, with breadcrumbs and eggs and different types of Italian spices. But this shredder is also a piece that I like to use a lot. And then the last piece is, well, of course, here's a dough hook. I never use that because I like to knead my dough myself because it gets rid of my aggressions. I think of all the people I don't like, and I use that. But you would never do that, would you? Of course you would. Okay, so the last piece here is you push this one down again. You pull back, push down. If I can get this, there we go. Put this in here, and again, the small little lid on top. And this is a steel knife. This is as sharp as this is. This is really sharp, like I said, and so is this. And what this does, this is a disker. And what the disc does is it makes great pickles or anything you want to slice like vegetables, like julienne. And I've got several of these, and they're all different sizes and graduated sizes. So you can cut them thick or thin. I'm sure you can see that. And so you can make pickles. You can just slice any, like a zucchini crookneck squash, anything like that. And you make and you're not going to be sitting here slicing all day. So again, when you go to use a food processor, get over the fear. Just use it. Just don't make breadcrumbs like I did for a year. And it's simple. But I'm going to be showing you more tricks and tips as we go along. And this is just one of my favorite pieces of kitchen equipment that I use all the time. Thanks for watching.